Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Why didn't the name change again? What the heck? The title is completely wrong. Hold on. Okay. So, yes. I need to go back. I need to do the settings for the sounds. It's a little loud for me. Just turn the music off. Yeah, so yeah, just gonna hang out here until we get at least a few in. Yeah, so on the YouTube side, if you go over to the Twitch side, in Twitch chat to join the game as a noble. Oh, dang it, that didn't work. Forgot the pin doesn't work like that. Alright. Remove that message and then pin that message. Okay. There. And then pin that message. I need to pull up the radar just in case. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, it looks like the weather's kind of quieted down a bit. That's the... There's another, like, storm system heading this way, though. It's a massive storm. Like, this storm is going all the way from, like, New Mexico all of the way, like, it's connected all the way to New York right now. And, like, out into the ocean. Like, that's how massive this storm is. So we still have a bit of storm left. This gives me time is I'm actually editing a clip. Let me pull up DaVinci. I'm gonna save this timeline. Create new timeline. This will be like the clipped timeline, or like mainly because I want to keep all the subtitles and like if I can just keep it copied. It didn't seem to work. Okay, hold on. There it is. So. Make you're still up in it. I don't have. I can move the Suri back to where Suri belongs. Yay! Thank you for the raid, Wextra. That was so surprising. My kid is howling.
Oh no.
I heard a howl, so I thought it was the dogs, and the dogs are just lounging. And I just hear, oh, and I don't hear it outside, I hear it in the house.
Emmy's tattling
Yes.
on me.
What?
Emmy tattled on me to Mikey. So then I turned around and told Mikey he has no room to talk with his Monster Energy drink can.
I wish I had Monster Energy, honestly. Today was a rough day, especially. I was seriously like, I am, because they're going between the thing, and like it was hilarious though, because the car that was passed, because I talk with my hands. Oh, interesting. Like I am. He was like, I am done with you, and I just see him going, like, I wish you could see my hands, because I'm just like, because I talk with my hands. Oh, interesting. I don't see anyone in the VC in the Eternal family.
No, they're not in the Eternal family. I've been everywhere. Susana is streaming, otherwise I would invite her to join. She's playing with friends right now. I think it's for D&D night.
Oh, yeah. If it was just us two, I'd push us back to amateur.
God.
Because I'm like slowly trying to find where it was me, Sunasa, Suri, and Kitsune. But yeah. We were up late last night, so some of the people that were in a stream last night might still be asleep. But you know what I might do is, do I still have this up? No, I don't. Okay. I'm gonna have like an editing cam. No, it is being used. There it is. Oh, it's because it's behind that. Okay, if I do this. Let me bring it ahead of the game. Editing stuffs. And I will at least turn down the music for everyone. Until I get a total of 3 people into the dynasty. But yeah, so I am editing. I can't do the song on the on stream, but there's a song that you can if you go through the mobile app, you can get like some copyrighted songs and have it like, I think it's more like you're taking the song from the clip and like remixing it to your clip, so it doesn't count for copyright. I'm gonna do that with the epic song Dangerous. I have the epic soundtrack stuck in my head.
Okay, so she's not streaming. By the time she got done cooking, it was too late for her to start her stream.
Oh.
I'm seeing if she wants to join us for fast mode.
Okay.
They're loading
Fast
it now,
mode.
so I'll invite her to your Discord now. Invite. Got it. I can't invite. Invites are disabled.
What?
You give me a second. I might be because I'm in.
It might be because you're doing it from here. Here.
Oh, I actually went all the way to the Twitch announcements area.
There you go. No, in Discord. Or not Discord, in Twitch. I have a command.
Oh. I was so confused because hey, still streaming.
Kitsune's behind Suri. I have to move Suri again. Suri is not a name that a lot of people use. So whenever they just don't know how to say it, it's either S-U like R-E-Y or Sir as in S-I-R. I'm sorry, I have to move Surrey again. Okay. So I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna delete. Delete all of those. Oh, yeah, it's not responding. Get down! Hello, you has joined. I am editing while I wait, but I'm kind of. Good morning, good morning. I love the auto subtitle thing. It's not that bad comparatively. Yes, it gets some things wrong, like names, like Suri's names. But other than that, although it is like crashing my. I just decided to delete a ton. Okay. I need to close down that. Because it's really frozen right now. Close program. I'm just, yeah, don't delete all of those at the same time. That will be bad. But once we get 3, we can actually start with the thing. You're in the north this time. I drank my coffee. Okay. Hitting delete broke it. Okay. But if I hit backwards, that was just so much. Hello, Ant-Man. Welcome in. We are doing a little bit of editing on the side as I wait for a couple more people to join in on the King of the Castle. You have to have 3 people in the nobles before you can even play. I guess I can like move this in front of the game as well. Do the same thing like I'm doing on the main. I'll just have it like that. You can't even see the names anyways on the YouTube shorts. But hello, hello. Okay, so yeah, my mic is working, so hopefully everyone can hear on the YouTube side. Okay, so I got all that deleted.
What keeps having to be moved?
I'm like, you move over here, you move over. So it does like miss some things, like right here it missed sorry going. I keep having to be moved. But other than that, it's actually pretty good. So, okay, so you know how I was like, I'm doing something dangerous? Like, I just kept singing like that?
Yes, yes.
Have you seen Epic or heard Epic? Not your officer. Hello, Dark Queen. Hello, CIA agent. Welcome in. I believe you are on the coast. Yes. So one more. One more. Ooh, so the danger is actually the first time I said it was at the beginning. Hold on. Let me redo all of that. I want to see if I can search all of the, so, and when we get one more, we are able to actually start the game, and I will close down the editing. Here. So my Twitch is the Faye Nightshade one. Twin is May Nightshade, but I'm Faye. But I wonder if you can search all the titles. Hello, welcome in. Da Vinci Arlizov. Until I'm waiting on the third, and then I will start. Let me save. But yes, so we have Kitsune in the north, CIA agent in the east or south, or the coast, because the coast is the coast, not the east. It's not the east or the north. I thought it was the south at first, but I guess not. Okay. What I'm gonna do is. We're cutting. Yeah, I mean, I don't think CIA agent minds either way. Yeah, okay. Okay, let me save this edit. And we will get into the game. Begin game. Yeah. All right. So King of the Castle primer. So I know most of this stuff. I just haven't actually played it. So each seasons you'll get 3 events to play. Click on one to get started. Okay, so we have Coronation, Council Introduction, and the Path to Victory. So we're gonna do Coronation. So, streamer's character, they'll appear in most stories, but not all. Okay. These are the kingdom stats. If any of them are at 0, the start of the season, the game will end. These are the region stats that determine which events are generated. If defiance is higher than both authority and stability, a region can trigger a rebellion. This will cause the scheme pause their scheme and is risky if military is low. You can scroll through the full list of nobles and their wealth here. Okay, so we are in an ad break. Not your CIA agent pledges fanged loyalty, their true intentions cloaked in mystery. A slap echoes from a poet in a box, contemplating a rise to patrician power. And will they usurp CIA agent's position or face exile? The court is abuzz with intrigue and ambition. Doggos quit. So I'm waiting about 30 more seconds if you are on YouTube side because there is a Twitch ad going right now. It's not really one that you want to do while ads are going. Shocked cast fanged royalty? Me? I am nothing but loyal. Loyal is my second middle name. All right. Thank you, poet. Yes, I was just waiting for the ads to be over. So, Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest bat. Oh, okay, we wouldn't want that then, I suppose. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Shall we call in the nobles? Yes. So certain choices will change stats. Some choices that do so will indicate this change here. Not all choices that change stats have these indicators, and they do not show the region affected. So these are the upcoming choices your nobles will vote on. Each of these may change stats in some way. The monarch can change how a vote is run with a law. You may use one law per vote. Try using your veto on one option you dislike. When the vote opens, nobles vote using the command exclamation point vote followed by the choice letter. The monarch may close the vote at any time, but after all nobles have voted or the timer hits 0. Ears! Thank you for the care package, Kitsune. Alright, so I have the veto, which is the monarch can take a voting option off the table, and monarchs vote. The monarch marks their preferred voting option and gets 1 extra vote. Okay. Let's just... I just don't know if I even... Don't really want stability to go down, so... I'm gonna veto that. Alright, what coronation should be held? Alright, Kitsune is the deciding factor, which I already know what he's gonna pick. Kitsune, are you... Okay, yeah, there we go. So, we got the throw the queen into the river. Great. Voting has closed. So what kind of coronation should be... Or 2 nobles voted for throw the queen in the river. This shows which stats has been changed and how much by. Tradition. Yep. It is decided the queen will be thrown in the river. Stability is now stable, but the kingdom authority is dubious. Let me get changed out of my nice robes. Dang it, she can swim. I mean, we totally knew that. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. It is your imagination. Is it your imagination or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? Okay, we're going to do council introduction. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course the wealthy coast. So let's introduce myself to the chiefs of the north. Good luck in the days ahead, your majesty. You'll need it dealing with us lot, Kitsune. Introduce yourself to the Council of the East. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, your majesty. May you escape the doom and that befell your predecessor. Okay. Introduce yourself to the patricians of the coast is... Ooh, premium nobles. So this is a player who has bought Kingdom of the Castle. Yeah. A pleasure, your esteemed highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. You look so noble. Yes, you do. And the fun thing is, if you actually buy the game, you can customize your character. And when you customize your character, that character will show up in here when you attach it to Twitch. So my noble character is what shows up in other people's King of the Castle. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Oh gosh. Ren, you were right. The path to victory. So, heir and ambition. So the monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful but not necessary. Okay. Winning, so complete your ambition before a scheme or rebellion usurps you, or before you lose all authority, treasury, and stability. So, Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are most difficult. Paul dibs on the queen's favor. You gotta earn it, agent. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. How can I stop them? To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Let's see. But I call dibs. Everyone knows about the international dibs laws. I mean, possibly. Okay, so let's do as a peacekeeper. Yeah, let's go as a peacekeeper. In admirable aim, I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. End. Now that you've played all events, advance the game by clicking End Season. Each region will now vote for one of the 3 randomly selected schemes. So basically, you guys just get to pick because there's one in each. Schemes are made up of 3 stages with specific stat requirements. Passing all 3 scheme stages places the region's claimant on the throne, winning the game. So Valentin of the Not Your CIA Asian dynasty, powerful Eastern orator, leans delicately on a podium sign. My fellow counts, in ancient times, East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not whilst the false queen Elphaba wears the crown. Which is actually, Faye is the nickname of Elphaba, so I decided to go with that. So what scheme should the counts pursue to overthrow the new queen and place their preferred claimant, Valentin, on the throne? We're not scheming. I know, totally not scheming. So these are the counts. Alrighty, so you're gonna raise authority. Okay. Let me go to... Alrighty. The counts plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the queen was considered a threat to their autonomy, to advance their scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. I'm going to turn you into a dragon and hire a dragon slayer. Totally nothing can go wrong with that plan. I know, right? Alright, chiefs. Harley of the Lev 37 Kitsune clan, powerful political mastermind, stands precariously on the longhouse crossbeam, droning as if in the trance. The fun thing is that my kid actually learned about longhouses, and so he got to draw some longhouses. And this is actually pretty much what it looked like he drew. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter Queen Elphaba. How do we make that happen? So Uprising, Ragnarok, or Hornblower? I am going into it. I need to go into Discord. Alright, so you're going to go for Ragnarok, Kitsu. You're going to raise military. Your military is already high. Wow. Sir, you will be proud. Yes, sir, you will be proud. They are at work, unfortunately. And no, Siri, I'm not talking to you, Siri. Different Siri. Okay. The Chiefs plan to make... Not you, either. Okay. The Chiefs plan to make an alliance with an ice giant to take over the kingdom. First, they must not be weak, or the giants won't take their proposal seriously. So because I said Chiefs, it just told me the, so that my Siri, yeah. So it showed, she showed me, the, Chiefs versus, like, the last Chiefs, game. Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. I wasn't talking about that. Those Chiefs. To advance their scheme, the Chiefs must raise their military to 5 or more in 4 seasons. You've already done that. Alright, the patricians. Nix of the Poet-in-the-Box family, eccentric coastal prodigy, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Elphaba. Something must be done. Hi, May. I wonder who you will actually join us. Your plan unfolds. Okay, so... So a poet is going to lower own defiance. The kid is off to school. Nice, nice. Is it storming for y'all as well? The patricians plan to swap the real queen for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the Spy Master. To advance their scheme, the patricians must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. The claimants. So yeah, so claimants, here you can review the claimants, your heir, and then successor votes. Yeah. I'm not sure, May, actually. Oh, you're on the cheat. You're with Kitsune. But, I'm gonna post another time in Twitter real quick, and then I am sharing this post. Yeah, the evil clone I made betrayed me and joined another team. Yeah. The storm is so loud. Yeah, so it woke us up pretty early, and It was lighting up our room. The lightning was so much, it was constant. The lightning was so constant that our room was just lit up. I'm going into Discord and going into Boost. And be like, okay, there you go, do that. Also, after reading more, May, the only way you can actually pick your own region is if you own the game. So, like, if you don't own the game, you can't pick your own region. All right. Okay, so Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying that they have the right to your throne. No doubt the nobles are already scheming to crown. Oh no. Yeah. So adopt a law. Here you can adopt a new law that alters how voting is run. You'll be able to adopt more once a year at the end of winter. One law. You can only adopt one new law at a time and have a maximum of 3 to use. Okay. Okay, so we have Monarch's Iron Choice, reverse voting, and call for unity. The monarch can mark their preferred voting option. If chosen, they gain 1+1 authority, and nobles must vote for their least favorite option, and the option will, with the least votes, will pass. So that's kind of fun, the reverse voting. But also, but let's do Monarch's Iron Choice just for now, in season. Okay, so we have missing nobles, the honor guard, and the petitioner from afar. So let us go to the honor guard. So now that you are queen, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? Marshal! I suppose so. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the patricians offer their greatest gladiators, champions of the arena. Think carefully, Your Majesty, these guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to Corn above all. Okay. Yay, you're at the computer now. Oh yes, the hey, I could end you right now, but I won't, lol. Let's get you protection for now. Yeah. Okay, so tell me about the Northern Warriors. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause troubles in the palace. No discipline at all, and I can't guarantee they won't run off some random quest, but they're honorable and in a fight unbeatable. Okay. What about the Eastern? I believe that since, I started stream and you didn't, you're already joined in. Potion. Years. You can give it a hydrate and the stretch. That doesn't show me in any fashion, that's why okay, that's weird. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure in the partitions it still doesn't. Okay. I mean, I don't know how I can check that. Resume. It'll come around. Okay. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. Okay, so what about the coastal gladiators? A gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill is battle. The skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? Okay. These knights know not how to even write poems. Yes. What foreign mercenaries do you suggest? A band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters. Okay, they specialize... Okay, I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. Okay. I don't need an honor guard. So basically this says, like, I will gain defiance in... Yeah, gladiators are cool, oiled up and all. Hey, May got second and Kitson got third. Yeah, Captain Fox actually got first. So far, he has not been banned on my side. May. Yeah. I was either looking at the warriors or the gladiators. The issue with the warriors is that they get drunk. I will make arrangements at once. Okay, so... The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed. Eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry, they gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Okay. Okay, so we have the petitioner from afar. Your Majesty, there is a petitioner here to see you today. We're not exactly sure where she's from. I assume you have good reason for letting her in. Thank you, Saribot! You'll see soon enough, Your Majesty. Greetings, Your Majesty. My name is Orid. I have a proposition to you. Who are you exactly? I am but a humble ship's captain. Once a great renown, but that was a different time. Not a pirate, then? No, Your Majesty. Never would I countenance the thought. Orid, where are you from? Distant shores, Your Majesty. I prefer to keep my exact origins secret. Tell me more about this proposition. 3 ships are docked in the harbor to the west. Their holds are packed to the gills with muskets and gunpowder, and they each boast a full battery of cannons. They're all yours in return for a small favor. And what is this favor? I only wish to stay in this kingdom with your blessing and protection. I can show your soldiers how to use the weapons, of course, to avoid any accidents. Alright, what did you do? I don't know what you mean, Your Majesty. I simply wish to keep my dealings private. You will forgive me, I hope? Okay. Yeah. So, a mysterious foreigner is requesting asylum in exchange for boats full of rare gunpowder weapons. That's what should be done. Okay, so we can... Ooh. Accidents, you say? Take the deal. Alright, so do we provide safe harbor or Orid in exchange for muskets? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I kept needing you to read me the options. Because I was like, I barely could read it. Yeah, I was thinking of either, because, like, I'd rather not I don't know if I should veto. Or if I should do a Monarch's Iron choice. Or Monarch's vote. I think Monarch's vote, because, like, if I do one... Yeah. Nice, spike bot. The Chiefs is the race military. Yeah. Okay, so we have provide safe harbor for Ord in exchange for muskets, which is up military. Reject Ord's offer and send her away. And then confiscate the weapons and take Ord prisoner, which would bring down stability but bring up military. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so with the Iron Choice, it increases authority. Not everyone has played the game, so I wouldn't be surprised if, like, yeah, when I do an Iron Choice, Monarch's Iron Choice, then that also brings up authority. So, Kitsune, are you going to vote? Yeah, CIA agents, no idea, just here for the chaos. Yeah. That is fair. Yep. I'm gonna give, like, Kitsune a minute or two. And then I will continue on. Let me check radar again. Yeah, but yeah, May, this storm is from, like, it's like the head of the storm is in New Mexico, and the end of the storm is off the course off the coast of, like, New York and Connecticut, and, like, goes well into the ocean. So yeah, it's a big storm. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna continue on. Provide safe harbor for Orid in exchange for muskets. Orid and her weapons prove most useful in the coming months. She and her crew train your officers as promised. Orid demonstrates by puncturing a metal breastplate at 500 yards. The council clearly made the right decision. Okay, so we also have missing nobles in the east. Uh-oh. Petronella, your August Majesty, a number of patricians have gone missing in the east. They traveled to Countess, not your CIA agent's castle, to negotiate a trade agreement, but they should have returned weeks ago. Oh no! Okay, yeah. That would be helpful as well if you want to do that. CIA agent, what did you do? The mystery patricians never even made it to my lands. They most likely got lost. East is a dangerous place. Okay, so who's gone missing? Anyone I care about? Not my fault. Someone put a person in their way. 3 patricians are missing. Eulalia, Nestor, and Lord Patrician Poe is missing! Help! Where could they have gone? Just north of my estate lies the Mold Powder Forest, to the west, the Twilight Lakeland, and to the south, Illyrian Sound. I like to live remotely. Does wonders for the soul. I'm certain that this is some kind of ploy by Countess, not your CIA agent. In a few months' time, she'll quietly offer us a ransom. Blood and stars don't... Not your CIA agent saying, blood and stars, don't be so foolish. We'll find them. We just have to decide where to focus our efforts. Okay, so... Huh. You could be executed, but I don't know if that would help us. That wouldn't really help. I mean, actually, it would up the authority. So that is cool. Yeah, so A, B, and C are like, so it's different, like the forest, the lakeland, and the hound. And then the D is nowhere. Countess, not your CIA agent, will instead be executed for abducting them. When I said, no biting my hand when I silence it, that's totally unsportsmanlike. I mean, I think what I'll do is probably do Monarch's vote on the... I know this would up Defiance. Yeah. Vote A, B, C, or D. Wait, see, agent! You're voting to get yourself executed! They don't want us found. Even if Kitsune came in, but Riz is a 30, so I win, maybe. Well, this is the, you want authority up, but, yeah. It's just like, that's like the first part of this scheme, but yeah. That is true, that you want authority up, so you got a point there. Where should Candace, not your CIA agent, look for a missing Patrice? Nowhere. You're dead. Goodbye. Alright, but I did nothing. Uh-huh. Off with you, kidnapper, you heard the council. The Sun Countess is promptly dragged outside to have her head liberated from her soldiers. But after searching her keep, no trace of the missing nobles is found, prompting further fury from the counts. Oh no. Countess, not your CIA agent, offered you help in finding your missing nobles, but you execute her instead. Now your nobles are surely dead, and not your CIA agent dead. Okay, we had no... It was raising the authority, honestly. Countess, not your CIA agent, offered... Okay, so... Yep. Poet the Second's here. Your descendant has graced your presence. Alright, end season. Alright, nobles can use their wealth to bid on any building in the region, each of which affects the stats. This is done through an auction where only the two most funded buildings are chosen. When the auction is open, nobles can be fund with the following command: fund A X, where X is personal wealth. So you put, like, if you want A, B, C, D, E, or F, you fund like A and then how much you're gonna fund it. When you're ready, hit start auction. All right, so we're gonna start the auction. Yeah, it was 2 seconds, Kitsune, because Poet got kidnapped and died, and CIA Agent got executed. You can vote because you're now your descendant. You are not your CIA Agent 2, the second. Yeah, so you're funding a. I was away for a second. I know, right? So you have the fortress, the Grand Bazaar. We have fortress, Grand Bazaar, monument, thieves guild, stadium, and theater. Time's up. Bring down trade and bring up military. I love how Boy just did one. Amount funded one. End season. Wow, I didn't know thief was a bad word, Automod. Let's do a private exchange. So, the Kurth captain that you allowed to stay in the capital, the one who traded those weapons, she has been the cause of some concern. Nobles have complained that she has been rude and confrontational. She does not know royal etiquette, after all. Worse, some suspect her of being a Kurth spy. Very well, I'll have a word. You find Orid pacing the halls far from her assigned chambers. What are you doing? Can I help? And I heard you were... Can I help? Kurth bounty hunters landed in the coast not long ago. And they're looking for me. I did not expect them to come here. Clearly, I was wrong. Tell me what you did and I might help you. My crime was a crime of thought. I dared to disagree with the other senators on a matter of great import. You're a senator of Kurth. I was, once. Now I am nothing. I could remove the hunters and ban others from coming. Then do it, please. Okay. Oh. I don't know if the chicks can be heard. So I might... I don't know if I want to veto the ban Kurth citizens from entering the country. They can? They're my little babies. They're only a few days old. Yeah. It's like, this would lower authority, but this lowers... I don't really want to lower stability. Yeah, I'm gonna veto that one. Alright, everyone! Not really much option. Wow, what a boat. I know, right? This, yeah. I love how it's like one noble voted. Yeah, because the band does not make it past the council. Before you can break the news, your spy master informs you that Orid has fled the capital. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do a spot of heresy in the north. So, Chief May Nightshade. Your Majesty, I'm son. May, you never, changed your, Chief of the North, character. Because that's not you! Your Majesty, I'm stunned, outraged, and incensed. I've been summoned to trial by the Inquisition on some nonsense fabricated charge. Yeah! They're saying a group of church missionaries went missing near my lands. The weather's cold around here. Anything could have happened to them. No one dares defend me on their own. They're too scared of the High Inquisitor. The trial is set, but the council must intervene, Your Greatness. Though she remains silent, the council is keenly aware of the High Inquisitor's steely gaze from across the chamber. I can change it another time. I'm not... Fair. Okay, so some choices have to be made. So with the percentage, does that mean like... Oh, if that's like it uses that... I'm trying to figure out how that works with the percentages. Okay, so like with stability, you need 60% of the stability. Or 50-50. I might become a... is everyone gonna be a second in this one? We're gonna have none of the original council members after a while. It's not a one-to-one always that one stat would be 10%, but it's most often, so yeah. Sorry! We'll see who you join. You'll probably join either the counts or the patricians. Sorry, we already have 2 deaths. We already had 2 deaths in one go. It was one event that caused 2 deaths. Okay. Search for witness to defend. Okay, I guess. Yeah, CIA abducted me and some other patricians and Faye executed them and I was never found. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do Monarch's Vote or the Monarch's Iron Choice. Because this will gain 1 authority. Let's do Monarch's Vote, and I'll vote for Search for a Witness. May's like, I'm searching for a witness. I don't want to die. I don't want to become the next second. Kitsune, are you around? Try, May. You're on the coast. Yeah. Okay, so Kitsune. I'm gonna give them a minute. Yeah, you're on the coast for both of us. Yeah, Kitsune's actually on the Chiefs. Alright. Voting has closed. Searcher witnesses defend Chief Nightshade. You distribute a proclamation among the chiefs asking for witnesses of May Nightshade's innocence. A northern villager eventually comes. It succeeded, May! It's not too expensive, sorry. So saying she saw the missionaries heading in the direction of a frozen lake near Nightshade's estate. Indeed, they're soon found wandering aimlessly through the featureless tundra, completely lost and snowblind, but alive. With no dead missionaries, the High Inquisitor is forced to drop the charges and pay compensation to May Nightshade, who sends you a small gift and thanks. Yeah! Your wealth has increased, and our treasury has increased. You just have to wait till Wednesday. Yeah. So there is a single player option where it's like you can play offline that's not with chat. Yeah, the vote would not have helped. But I mean it would have been a tie, I think, because technically I got like the one extra vote. Yeah, you can join a lobby with a code. Like, you can play, like, not in Twitch. You can play with other people. And, like, just... Yeah. Okay. Finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Oh, Mom. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. You better find time. Don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or demon? I prefer men. Yeah, it's more fun this way. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. This is one thing, May, like, if we don't know what to do on, like, a Thursday night, we could, or, like, after Gray and Solo get off, if we're still streaming, is just to play our respective, things. Have people be on both sides. Yeah, but you can have a bunch of friends and all voice over your own characters. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun if you had, like, a group of people, like, instead of it being Twitch. I mean, it's chaos. We could just pretend it's a joint dynasty, because we're both the Nightshade dynasty, so we're twins. We just have... And technically, we can even have it where we're a part of different, because there's different things that you can pick. Yeah, like, there's different things you can pick. Yeah, I had a ton of fun as well. Surrey, we ended the night on a blood moon. We ended on a blood moon. We were literally like, we're gonna raid off, and then there was like the blood moons rising, and we're like, are you kidding me? Yeah, we haven't touched the Barons of the March or the Grandees of the South. So many zombies. Yeah. Okay, so end season. Okay, recruiting a wizard. In the east, Countess, not your CIA agent, the second, stands on the ramparts of her castle, watching a flock of bats pass before the moon. Suddenly, the bats swirl down and begin to merge, coalescing into the black-clad figure. Suitably dramatic, I trust. Yeah. Well, that's when we decided, yeah, we're gonna keep the small base up, because we built a lot, so we can, like, we're transferring everything to the big base. But yeah. Now, why did you want to meet me? If this isn't good, I'll give you a case of boils so hideous it will make your own mother disown you. We are in ads. But yeah, we're gonna keep the base up just for, like, people who logged out. I know Gray logged out probably up in the sky where they were. Yeah, May did a lot of them. Another one could be that you have one person on each side to do their voices, the monarch does their own, and the treasurer, etc. Minecraft Zombie Apocalypse Blood Moon. Reads the lines at us. Yeah. See, I wish there was a game that was similar to this. I wish there was a game that was similar to this that you could be, like, multiple players, so, like, that you're actually playing your characters. Like, you have, like, an actual dynasty. You have, like, the monarch, the treasurer, like, the people of the court, and then you have the nobles be chat. I thought we might have a common goal. The queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? Oh no. So, well, the Queen's watch did order a quarantine recently, killed off a highly unique strain that I would have enjoyed watching sweep the populace. Wow, Pestia! Fine, I'll help if you take care of the bees for me. Did you say bees? Yes. On this plane, there's simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interferences, but they won't harm non-magical folk, beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. So here you can set different levels of tax or bribes for each region in your kingdom, potentially punishing some while rewarding others. Balance the needs of your treasury against defiance changes. Remember, if a region's defiance is higher than both authority and stability, they can rebel. And stability, they can, yeah. Never trust the wizards. Yeah, never trust the wizards. All nobles gain wealth here, but one region gains extra wealth with a trade bonus. Regions with a higher trade stat are more likely to get a trade bonus. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was thinking. We don't necessarily need to lower defiance. We don't need to raise defiance. I mean, and we have 3,500 in the tax. We're gonna have 3,500 in the treasury, so. So the bounty hunters. Your Majesty, these good folks are bounty hunters representing the Republic of Earth. Queen Uphaba, we greet you humbly. How may I help you? We are searching for a fugitive. Last we heard, she went by the name Orit. She came through here, yes. Will you help us apprehend her? Your Majesty, there is no doubt she is still in your kingdom. I'm trying to think, like, yes, the treasury would go down, but nothing else would go down. Meaning, do we just leave it up to being, I guess I could do the iron choice and up. I can up on my authority. You know what? I'm just gonna start the vote. Don't need to use any of that. Is anyone else gonna vote? Okay. Now your CIA agent vote. May. Yeah, say A lowers treasury by 500. B does, like, is just that you don't get involved in, or it's you just let them be. We have Surrey. And May voted for B. Alright, Kitsune, Surrey, are you guys? I'll give you maybe a minute till 7:59, and then I will continue on. Okay, so if, yeah, that's it. So you politely decline and the bounty hunters leave with their heads bowed. Hopefully that's the last you hear of this kerfuffle. These things might come around later. Maybe Orid is grateful later. Maybe we never hear from them. Yeah, I'm slightly falling asleep. Yeah, it is fun if you need to sleep, May. We were up late. Alright, so we have border raids and eligible options. Let's go to border raids. Let me grab my drink. Okay, got it. My throat started getting... I think it actually stopped raining, but the sky still looks so ominous. I keep looking at the radar though. The severe though, like, of the storm is gone. Like, we're not in the severe anymore, even though it looks so ominous. Your Serene Highness, those dang chiefs are up to their old tricks. Chief May Nightshade has been leading her warriors on raids into my lands. May! You're going against Surrey! Evil May! Sure. Nobody was hurt, but they shook down my peasants for petty coin and stole lemons straight from the... You stole lemons! Surrey, May stole your lemons! The trade's coast went down to 6. The North trade went up to 4, and then the Surrey lost money. You stole the money too. Their wealth went down. How dare you accuse me of something like that again? And it's my axe you'll answer to. Oh, May. Your greatness, I have no idea what Lord Patrician Gator Surrey VT is talking about. Maybe he's had too much wine, eh? Oh. The game really wants to kill another person, just honestly. Okay, which one though? Oh my gosh. I mean, let's see this. I am going to veto B. I don't want Defiance going up. I'm sorry, but I don't want. We can order May to compensate. A, order May to compensate. Defiance changes and wealth changes. B, Spymaster investigates. Defiance goes up. C, Surrey needs to bring proof. Defiance shifts. Okay, so I'm gonna start the vote. It's either A or C. Order Chief May Nightshade to compensate Lord Patrician Gator Surrey, and then the other one is tell. I love how quick that was. Kitsune, are you here? Lionheart joins the fray. Do you want to help Surrey or help May? Oh my gosh! Ah. This would up wealth though. Okay. I tried, Surrey, I tried. I just didn't want the second option. Alright, tell Lord Patrician Gator Series VT to bring proof. Depths below. You want proof? Is my word as a Lord Patrician not enough? Hey, it was enough for me. They wanted proof. Hello. Ha! Clearly not. The council has spoken. Jackanap, go and cry into your silk pillows. Wow, May, you're so mean. Okay, eligible options. Alrighty then. So we have, I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young men from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. May didn't want to give you the nades either. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. This is so Shrek right now. With the Lord Farquaad getting the little images of all the princesses. Wait, I don't even get to meet them? There's no time for sentiment. You just need a match that befits your station and suits your political needs. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Ulf, firstborn of the... Wow, May, your son's name is Ulf. I don't think lemonade is what Kitten was talking about, May. It's the grenades. This is Ulf, firstborn son of Northern May Nightshade clan. He's been a melancholy sort ever since he was a child, but otherwise he's decent enough company. always got his nose in the book, from what I've heard. Had a bit of controversy a while back when his clan hall burned down. Somehow. May, he's your kid. He's your kid. He burnt down the clan hall. He's our family. Yes, he likes books and fire. I can see the PLA post. This is Ilarion, the eldest son of Eastern, the Lionheart VT dynasty. I'm not sure why the artist made him look so severe. Just a trick of light, perhaps. He bought a controlling interest in a silver mine in the east and made a killing. He did have to suppress a peasant revolt on his land recently. I wonder why. He's an intriguing candidate. And finally, from the coast, we have Marcel, the wealthy heir to the Lord Patrician Gator Surrey VT's estate. He spends most of his time in the solitude of his villa, so I know little about him. I like the sound of him. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Okay, so mysterious Marcel. Yeah. So I don't know though, because it's like I'd really not want the Count's defiance to go up. Any more than it needs to be. Yeah. Your kid is the possible next, I guess, prince consort, if that's how they do it in this region. Okay, so we have Ulf. Do I want the book fire nerd? Ilarion or Marcel? I just woke up and my kid already going for the crown. Yeah. I mean, yes, but... I don't know. So Ilarion is the eldest son, so it's your oldest son. You bought interest in the silver mine and made a lot. But then you had to you had a peasant revolt because of that. Yeah, we have a bookworm, a tyrant in the making, and a mystery. Yeah, it's like I think he took the fame while someone else did it. Okay, sorry. Why? Yeah, that's the thing I'm thinking of. Is I was going between Marcel and yeah, Ulf, but I think I'll pick Marcel. I refuse. No, Marcel. Yeah, you weren't actually. I do need to get Defiance back down. Or raise its ability. Okay. Okay, so, that might be interesting to see. Yeah, it's like, if you try to do it, you can't actually turn us into twins. I'm trying to think if I want... Hey, technically, yourself didn't choose Ulf, because right now I'm you. Yeah, it's like you, Poet the player, wants you to experience it, but Poet the second, the character does not. Yeah. I completely understand. I know, right? It would be weird for May to choose her own son. My allergies have messed up so much during storms because of all the pollen in the air. Yeah, so I think I might adopt this one. I know, right? I'm gonna get rid of that one right now. Oh. Oh. I just saw that. But I do like money. Yeah. That's what I was hoping for, is that, like, money has been, like, can be an issue. Let's do a royal wedding. Your wedding to Marcel is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Yeah, I want to unsubscribe from seasonal allergies, yes. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Marcel at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I changed my mind. No. Yeah, I do. Yes, money is never issued. The lack of it might be. Yes. When I pronounce you queen and husband. I love how it says queen and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Marcel, turned bright red every time a toast is called in his honor. Oh, he's so cute! Defiance went down. Oh, it's just like, but there's all the blushing. By the time you find yourself down alone with Marcel, it's past midnight. You've never felt more tired. Well, second one down. Hello? Oh no. Hope you had a good time as I did. You too. You both lapse into a strange silence. Marcel gulps back his wine. You need to work. So tell me about yourself. Not much to tell, really. I like the outdoors. He lapses into silence again. All attempts to get him to talk more prove fruitless, and eventually he makes his excuses and heads to the spare bedchamber. Oh. Archbishop request. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the north. Too long have the Northerners been allowed to worship their heathen tree gods in brazen defiance of the ninth god. Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the north. It's for the good of the realm. He's shy, apparently. I know. Okay. So yeah, you have my express permission. Wonderful. I will make the preparations right away. The other regions are less than thrilled that you did not consult... Oh. Oops. But it doesn't stop the mission from going ahead as planned. The results are less than promised. Really? How did that fail? I have 8 stability! I mean, I'm a theater kid too, so... So the Archbishop hopes that their preaching might have laid the groundwork for future attempts. Good to know. Chasing a fugitive. So, Your Greatness, I heard you spoke to a group of foreign bounty hunters recently. Nerd. I love theater, which is why I love these type of games. These are like... They turned up here looking for a fugitive of some kind, yes? Well, they found her. Oh. That sounds like good news. They caused quite a ruckus, burned down a whole tavern, something to do with this so-called gunpowder. Now the bounty hunters and the refugee ship captains are sitting in my dungeons. I was hoping you might take them off my hands. Okay, so... Okay, so A is release the hunters and allow them to take Orid. B, transfer all the prisoners to Queen's dungeons. That lowers defiance. C, release them all and make them go their separate ways, and that ups treasury. I did the Monarch's golden choice, so if you pick B, you get money. The voting has commenced. Money sounds good, yes. Is anyone else going to be voting? Okay, Lionheart voted. Say Agent May. Is Kitsune here? And then give them a minute. Oh no, that's fine. I definitely appreciate all the help. You have the prisoners transferred to your own dungeon. Main Nightshade is grateful to be rid of them, especially given their ties to Kurth. Hello, Mega Lego Row. Welcome in. I'm not exactly sure which one you'll be joining in. We're ending this season. Brokering an alliance. So far to the north, where snow blankets the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs plot to bring down the end of the world. Wow! Check the noble list. Oh, right, there it is. So, Discord now has a little thing right here. Oh, you are part of the chiefs. Where it's, I see, whoever's in VC with me, but it doesn't show up on stream. So my character is actually in front of that noble list. So I actually couldn't see it. Far to the north, where, okay. Ragnarok. Praise Morgana. Initial talks with the ice giants are going so well that they've gifted us a new patch of fertile land in the northern valleys. The gods are good. With luck, this will be the foundation of an alliance strong enough to rock the world. The ice giants are a formidable ally. Tall as a building and limbs like a tree trunks, and those southerners don't know how to fight them like we do. But first we must offer something the giants desire. A whole kingdom's worth of pillage? That's what I was thinking. If we fill the kingdom with bountiful goods and plunder, the giants won't be able to resist. For the next stage of so you need to raise others' regions' trade to a combined level total of 12. Or more in 2 seasons. Which... Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, Lord Patrician Poet in a Box 2 has invited the closest confidants aboard the yacht. You said you had a surprise for me. Indeed. And here it is, behold. Your Majesty, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any... Aha! Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the queen. It's a peasant who's the queen's spitting image. Oh gosh. Alright, met your CIA agent. Thank you for hopping in. I'll be probably raiding off in about 30 minutes. It's remarkable, and just in time, the Spy Master trusts us so much that she's not noticed that we're refitting civilian vessels into battleships. That means we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the queen and putting this fool in her place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom to be in utter chaos. Bad enough the queen's abduction can slip past unnoticed. For the next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Okay, so you're on the second. This is end season. This is concerning. Because a lot of it is RNG, just depending on, like, when you can get an heir. Your greatness, your husband, the king consort Marcel, has committed a grave sin against my people. Really? Are you sure about that? What are you asking of me? Please, your highness, esteemed council, you must allow justice to be done. Welcome back. That is true. We want to hunt the giants. Or else they're gonna raid us. I think I'm going to veto order the bee. Because I have a feeling that a lot of the nobles will pick B. Yeah, dismissing or order the king's consort to pay monetary compensation to the northerners. Not my favorite, but I'd rather not have B. That's not what I want. Veto. Although... If I do the Monarch's Golden Choice, if I do the Monarch's Golden Choice, you all get wealth. Anyways, this is mainly for wealth. You get 500 from here instead of just 150. Yeah. So you'll get 500 wealth if you vote C. Yeah, bribery is strong motivator. Yeah. Is anyone going to be voting? Vote now or forever hold your peace. Mm-hmm. Okay. The thunder is so loud. I hear it. It's So the thunder is rumbling my head. Sorry, that makes the queen your daughter-in-law. Yeah. Which is hilarious. Yet again, you show your disrespect for our ways. The king consort cannot be allowed to get away with this insult. Sure about that. But words ring hollow in the council chamber as the palace watch escorts him out. The battle axe. How's this for proof? Oh, Gator Surrey. The Lord Patrician Gator Surrey slams a bloodstained battle axe into the council's hall central table, splitting the wood. Hey, that was mahogany! Proof of what? Proof of Chi Nightshade's raids on my lands. This distinctly northern axe was left behind by one of her warriors. That could be anybody's axe. I could buy a dozen like it at the bottom of the street. It really wants to kill me. So now you're accusing me of framing you? You asked for proof and I got you proof. I demand the council act. Okay. Yes, the Northerners are trouble. Oh my goodness. I mean, this tracks in the game. Enjoy May's mean. There is the proof. Yeah. Okay, so I don't really want to arrest May. Just because of the stability. Like, I don't want the stability to lower. But that's like 2 options would be lowering stability. Yeah, B or D. I don't like the idea of defiance getting raised, but stability also is getting raised. So I'm gonna vote on station troops along the northern coastal border, and we'll see. Oh my gosh, CIA agent, really? You're Surrey. CIA agents trying to get you and May both arrested. I mean, there was proof. Yeah. No, this is absolutely outrageous. I'm being set up. I refuse to pay. There you have it. You must arrest the obstinate chief. She defies the... Maggie! We tried to help you not get arrested, and you got arrested. Okay. So... Oh, wait. Oh! Okay. So... Sorry. I do hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to tell Laura to drop it. Because of the fact of... Because of the stats. I'm sorry. By the 9th, are you really going to allow these pagans to run roughshod over the rest of us? Some queen you turned out to be. I'm sorry. Count the Lionheart VT strides into the council chambers, distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail. The fields and barns of the east are overrun by vermin, and we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. Okay, so... Honestly? Oh, yeah. You can DM me. I could veto. Okay, sorry. Uh... So I'm gonna veto the cats. Mainly because at least these other options, if I have to lose money, I'm gonna lose defiance, or there's gonna be lower defiance anyways. Sorry. It would have been like, it would have taken 900 out of the treasury though. Is anyone else gonna vote? Meg, Kitsune, Luna, if you want to join in, you can. I'm gonna give everyone 1 minute. Okay. So with so what does this actually do? Does this, it just uses whatever farming level it is? Like you get 60% of a chance of being successful, but what does it do anything like Does it lower anything? Does it do anything to the farming? Okay. Yeah, just missed it. Let's try this. How are we supposed to survive with these rodents crawling over everything? Oh, very well, your grace. The rat infestation rages. Yeah, it succeeded. Okay. Defiance went up, though. Yeah. Stream delay for mobiles. I tried to, like wait a minute or two. Okay. So far, things aren't the worst it could be. Okay, we have an auction. Nobles, use your personal wealth to bid on buildings, and the only 2 highest funded will be built. It was a minute. It said I waited till the time went up. It was 8:35, and I waited for it to be 8:37. I'm glad it was a slow day at work and I got to be here. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun having you in here. You're just looking right now? Okay. Okay, so we have Cathedral ups faith, movement ups authority, farming lowers farming, trade ups. We have upping trade. We have 17 seconds. Okay. Okay. Ooh, about your heir. Your marriage to Marcel has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. He cares more about hunting innocent animals than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy, thank you. Yeah. Whoa. That was such a big lightning that I, saw it in my computer screen. And it, blinded me. Not if... I don't know if that was heard. But that was a big boom boom. That was a big boom boom of thunder. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom, but I'm glad you found a way to have both. You've done so well, but something's still missing, an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Okay. Your Majesty, a diplomat has arrived all the way from Kurth. Your greatest majesty, a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure's all mine. The diplomat bows low. I come seeking prisoners, bounty hunters, I believe, which were employed by the Republic as well as the fugitive captain. The Republic is willing to pay handsomely for the transfer of these prisoners to our custody. I do not need to remind your majesty of Kur's ascendant power in long memory. That is a lot of money. I could just veto A, but I almost just don't know if A would have been y'all don't want money? That's true. You guys don't want me to have money. You release Orid and the bounty hunters into the diplomat. The jingle of coins from the chest that is wheeled into your throne room allays with any concerns you may have had. Okay. The Crystal Pox. So, Your Serene Highness, I bring unfortunate tidings. An outbreak of Crystal Pox is ravaging the coast. Yeah. You guys can have money later on. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion, victims of Crystal Pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once they are fully covered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. Indeed, the pox crystals can be harvested and used in jewelry. If we allowed the pox to spread, we could make money off the coast. By the 9th, women have that is heartless even for you. The only way to fight the pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want for the coast to lose money? Ooh. Okay, so this lowers trade, ups wealth, I think, or like changes wealth, down stability, and down farming. Yeah, shifts personal wealth. Don't really like that option. Don't do anything one way or another, so that would lower farming. All of this lowers farming, which is concerning. Yeah, because this one would... Yeah, this one gives treasurer wealth. This one shifts the wealth. Meant for a question mark to be there. The lowering farming is not what I want, though. What's this? It does lower defiance, though. Yeah, sadly, it's got to happen. Yeah, so it's either veto A or B. That is true. I would have 10,000 money if I did A. If I went with A. Yeah, or bribe you with a choice. That is true. You don't want money? You are the money. Oh, I see. I see. I see how it goes. Yeah. Vote veto A. Continues to vote for A. And so this is an outrage. How many will die for your greed? How could the council condone this? Yeah, A doesn't harm trade. The next day, you deliver a speech declaring that the crystal box is actually a giant hoax, and anyone who believes in it is a fool and probably a traitor. Sure enough, this causes the pox to spread like wildfire. Over the next few months, the crystal pox ravages. Okay, so you add sparkling hoard to the treasury. I love this. In fact, all the nables make a tidy profit, even Lord Patrician Gator Surrey VT. The babies! You hear the babies? You hear the babies. I hear babies too. Yes. Back in the north, Chief Kitsune is hosting yet another feast at its clan hall. Not everyone in the mood for celebrating, however. No developments, I'm afraid. The giants aren't willing to commit. Not yet, anyway. What's the problem? They leave their basins in the ice caves again? Or are they too scared to take on a measly queen? Nay, not enough plunder. We must make the other regions bigger, juicier targets. The chiefs aim to raise the other regions' combined trade to 12. Planning an abduction somewhere along the coast, Lord Patrician Poet in the Box 2 strolls in Olive Grove, accompanied by a close friend. The kingdom is at peace, and everyone's looking for a new scandal to focus on. Not exactly the right climate to abduct a queen. I could finally publish my memoirs. If you think that would cause enough of a distraction. No, I don't think that'll do it. We need a total chaos around the whole kingdom. You underestimate the impact of my memoirs. The patricians aim to lower stability to 4 or less. And dreams of being. In the east, Countess, not your CIA agents the second, and the wizard Pestia. So have to keep trade down to prevent the north from using giants. Yeah. Automa doesn't like you. In your east, Countess, all your CIA agents the second and the wizard Pestia are standing atop her grim, windowless tower swept by howling winds and lashed by rain. You've done an adequate job destroying the bees. I suppose I won't give you leprosy. In fact, you've done so much better than expected. I'll grant your army the use of my battle rats. They're bigger than horses and can bite through anything. So, my thanks, great wizard. Now shall we discuss how to overthrow this troublesome queen? Okay, counts, you're voting. How should Pestia use magic? Raise trade or raise stability? Yeah, they just had a rat problem. Oh, it went for race stability. Far, far away, that can be done. I will steal the queen away through the apiary, where distance works differently. The apiary is a land of dreams, and in times of turbulence, nightmares, it must be peaceful if I am to navigate it very far. Yes, that can be done. We'll make sure the kingdom's as peaceful as a sleeping lamb, and everyone's dreaming pleasant dreams. For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must raise stability to at least 9. Oh. At least one region has entered the final stage of their scheme. If they pass it, they'll win the game. There are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass a final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0 and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. If a rebellion ends with a rebellion win and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. The monarch can only win if ambition events, which will appear after you've acquired an heir. See, I can, technically, yeah. I can lower defiance. There you go. One or more regions are able to rebel as their defiance stats is higher than both. No, that's not true. It's not higher. Oh, okay. They're on the verge of rebellion. So victory points. This will pause your scheme if you do rebel. The coast can't. The east are on the verge, and the chiefs can't. Yeah. Your Majesty, the crystal box has spread from the coast to the capital itself. Hundreds of your citizens have succumbed. Our streets are covered in the glittering statues of the afflicted. Your Majesty, the crystal box has... Okay. A swift quarantine of the coast may have prevented this, but the council declined to take action. In any case, a rumor has spread among the peasants. They believe the only cure for the crystal pox is the queen's touch. What exactly does that mean? That won't be happening. In your shoes, I'd say the same, but your Majesty, the common folk are absolutely convinced. If you don't kill a few of them, they may storm the palace just to get their hands on you, or rather, your hands on them. I hate this. I suggest we look to the council for guidance. See, I don't know what that will do. Welcome back. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I want to do. I'd rather not the authority to go down too far. So I'm gonna veto that one. Yeah. Because you're also trying not to make... You don't want the other people like to actually win their thing. You're trying to win as your... Okay. Kitsune, are you here? You're mad about your lemons. But this would make others win, though. Alright, continue. It succeeded. The next day, you ride out to the capital's central square and find a swarming mass of peasants waiting. They're a wretched sight, encrusted with oozing boils and crystalline growths, climbing over each other in their eagerness to reach you. Touch me, your majesty. Cure us, save us. You walk out amongst them and lay your hands upon as many as you can. They bow and scrape and thank you for your kindness, but there are thousands of them, and while they may be polite, their sheer numbers are terrifying. Still, somehow, the city watch keeps order. At the end of the day, you head back to the palace, exhausted to your very bones. Turns out you can't really cure it. The crystal pox continues to ravage the capital, but the legend of your personal intervention spreads far and wide. Soon, half the kingdom believes in your healing touch. Aww. When the pox finally passes, gemstones litter the streets, but the people are too busy mourning. It would have been the same result anyways. Mourning to pick them up, the treasurer has her servants collect them under cover of darkness. So during the meeting with the council nobles, a commotion erupts as Count the Lionheart VT lets out a piercing scream. By the blood of the dead, seventh, take us. It's here, it's here. He faints away, falling to the ground with a crash. By the ninth god, someone fetch water. Oh, he'll be fine. What was he blabbering about? That is true. By the ninth god, someone fetch water. A servant runs for water and holds it to the Lionheart VT's mouth. I thought I'd be safe from it here, but tragically, when we built that deer park on my land, some manner of specter was disturbed, and it's made me its target. What is it doing exactly? We are really entertaining this nonsense. I hear voices, Your Highness, little pinpricks at the back of my mind. We're too old for campfire tales, the Lionheart VT. I beg you, Your Highness, and gather nobles. Come to my aid. We must banish this wraith. Yeah, oh, and your chats aren't fairy tale either. Oh, I think we can ignore. Yeah, like, that's what I was thinking. Bribing time! Come get your free money! Oh, I picked the wrong one. Oh well. Whatever. I'll research it. I love how Zuri's just doing the opposite. Yeah. Oh, really? So you didn't want money? Blood and Stars, why does this confounded council never take counts seriously? He storms out. Mega Lego Roll laughs behind his hand. Everything's happening in the east right now. Yeah, now you can rebel. You're enjoying the quiet game of croquet with Marcel when Count the Lionheart VT marches across your lawn, arm in a sling. Draco. Oh my gosh, Lionheart! You're in a cast! Darkov Bones, look at what your foul beasts have done to me. My foul beast? My foul beast? My foul beast? Which one? My foul beast? Yes, Your Highness. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure I follow. Marcel. I was having a lovely stroll in my deer park when I was ambushed by a feathery white spawn of a seventh god himself. Broke my arm with one blow from its wing. Viking Bear? As queen, you own every swan in the kingdom. You're responsible for this injury. I demand justice. Technically, you do own all of the swans in the kingdom. Your Majesty, that's been a law for at least 100 years. But I'm not sure this means you're responsible for the actions of said swans. Of course it does, you buffoon. That must have been a large bird. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was doing some maths in my head. Really, Suri? Now, everything I do is May doing it. So any rebellion, it's May. That's right, Your Grace. If you can't keep the kingdom swans under control, we'll take them away. With their royal protection removed, the booming trade begins in eastern swan rearing. Swan tongues are eaten for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ew. Bonk didn't work. Bonk is set up. Right. Yes, the potion. It will happen after the potion. You will. It will still do it. It will still do it. I'm gonna end the season. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, so yeah, it's not bribing. I honestly might do the Monarch's vote for Iron Choice. Don't really want stop the count because I like people being able to come in. Oh, we want to stop the counts. But I do have to end here, sadly, for today. Because it is after 9. And I really can't be on much. Like, I have to, I'm starting my kids' school, and we have to get breakfast for the kids. But this will probably happen on Monday morning. Unless we decide to do something after Solo and Grit get off, but I don't think so, because it seems that on Fridays they get off pretty late as well. So, I believe I will do this on Monday morning. Because tonight I'm live tonight with May, Solo, and Gray. Yeah, I definitely understand. Work comes before. We can try, like, May and I might be able to do it tonight, but I doubt it. Ow! See, there's the bunk. But I do have to get off because it is 9:11 and it is time for breakfast for the kids, and they are getting antsy. They have just woken up. Potion. Ah, ears! And I will actually be doing some editing a little bit later, so yeah. Let's see who to raid. Yeah, I still don't know what we usually let Gray and Solo pick. Let me look at. I might read this person. They're new. I'm listening, and they seem to be not like not 18 plus, or at least like not like only 18 plus. Like they're not cursing up a storm. So yeah, I think I'll raid this new person, Magical Bard. They're playing at Kingdom of the Castle as well. Yes, have a great day, Lionheart. Yeah, so we'll raid this. I'll be live tonight, possibly tomorrow in the afternoon with Solo, and then we'll be back next week. So until next time, bye.